Cowboy coffee cooked in a fireplace? Let me show you how. My name is Jersey. Welcome to my channel. Let's get started. It's pretty obvious how the name Cowboy Coffee came about, but did you know you can make it in your house in the fireplace to enjoy it in the warmth, comfort of your home, looking out the window at a snowy, blustery day? And today I'm going to show you easily how to make coffee in a fireplace. You don't even need the percolator inside. Let me show you. This is cold filtered water. We're gonna bring it to a boil. We're gonna take it off the fire. We're gonna add our grounds. We're gonna put it back on and slowly simmer it for about 1 to 2 minutes. We'll take it off. And by boiling it, it takes all the acidity out of the coffee and it won't irritate your stomach, which a lot of the times it does. And not having the percolator in it means you don't have to sit here and time it like I do on the wood stove. So let's get started. This is about a 6-cup coffee pot. We're gonna add about 3 scoops once it becomes to a boil of freshly ground coffee ground. You can do this on any type of stovetop. You don't have to have a fireplace or an outdoor fire in order to have Cowboy coffee. And it's been several minutes. The water is now ready. And I ground about 3 scoops of coffee beans. Go ahead and dump it in. Give it a stir. Oh, it smells so good already. We're gonna put the lid back on, put it on the fire for about 1, 2, 3 maybe minutes, but I'm not gonna boil it hard that it comes out the spout. And I like taking it off the flame when adding grounds because sometimes it gets really foamy really quick, like baking soda and vinegar. In a couple minutes, we'll be back and pour our first cup of joe. And while we're waiting for the coffee, I'm going to give you a little information about our cranes and our fireplace. And you may notice that the handle is toward the back. The reason is the spout is toward the front. This alleviates a lot of the ashes going down in the spout. We're going to be picking it up from the handle top holder anyway, not the handle in the back. And these are called what we call thermostats. We had these made in Cowhoota, Georgia from a friend of ours. He hand forged them. He does beautiful work. And the reason we call them thermostats, because we can hang them at different lengths and it either pulls the food or the drink closer to the heat or further from the heat. Support locally. When we built this fireplace, I had these cranes professionally made. Ray, go ahead and pull one of the cranes out and go ahead and hang the pot, make it kind of low. You might need to change the hooks. That's what I meant. We grabbed it from the top handle. It didn't matter about the back handle. And I believe it is done. Now I'm gonna let this sit. I'm not going to time it. 1 to 2 minutes, I'm just gonna let it sit. Then I'm going to show you one of 2 methods. One, I'm gonna pour cold water on top. Let it sit another minute so the grounds will go to the bottom. I will pour it through a strainer to show you if that really works. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's a hit and miss process, but I wanted to show you if you had heard about it. So let this sit a minute or 2 and then we'll be back. If you weren't going to pour the cold water over this, you just let it sit 1 to 2 minutes. If you're going to use the cold water on top, you let it sit 1 to 2 minutes, pour the cold water, let it sit 1 to 2 more minutes. Let the ground settle to the bottom naturally. And it's been about 2 minutes or so. Now we're gonna pour the cold water over the top and let it sit 1 to 2 minutes. Plus, by adding the cold water, you're able to drink it a little bit faster than normal. But if you don't want to do this, that's fine. You don't have to. And after 2 minutes, I'm going to pour it through a strainer to show you if any grounds come out using this method. And I like to add some right down the spout because there's always grounds in there. And we'll see you in 2 minutes. All right, it's been about 2 minutes. Go ahead and pour, Ray. Not too bad. That's if you want to use the cold water method. Only a little bit of grounds came out. I just like using the strainer, whether I use cold water or not. And if you're like me, I love whipped cream in my coffee. Be sure and check out that video. Look up there. What a good looking cup of joe. I'm gonna put the coffee pot not directly on the fire, but enough that it keeps it good and hot. And we'll have coffee over the next hour. Thank you for watching. Please share, please subscribe. Have a good day. This is Jersey. And see you on the next video